I stumbled across a recording while I was cleaning him. He says he belongs to someone called Obi-Wan Kenobi.
have to sort this out on my own. Without the council. And without you. This isn't about you. I can't stay here any longer. Not now.
This resistance.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody. So, listen, I know that there was a picture of real me, okay, on the poster. That was a big flop on my part because I only thought of the, like, VTuber interviewing another VTuber thing, like, last minute. I was like, this will be cool. And then I realized that people are going to be expecting, like, the real me to interview today, and I apologize for that. I know, I'm sorry, Chopper. I debated you. I'm sorry. But listen, it's special circumstances today, okay? It's special circumstances. Alright, so today we have Hero Creations. Do we say Hero Creations or Hero 27 Creations?
I mean, it's so much to say anyways, I just go with like hero, so hero works.
Here we go, Hero. Alright, so this is Hero, everybody. They are a VTuber in South Africa. I had the pleasure to meet them at Comic-Con for the first time, and then they actually came and hung out with me for like literally 10 minutes before they were sick of me.
No, I had other commitments.
I see double VTubers. Yes, I thought it would be a cool idea to like, I don't know, just have a VTuber interviewing a VTuber, you know, just for the sake of it, you know. Also, I got my first ever mechanical keyboard today. Second hand though, but still, I feel you. But like, trust me, you're gonna miss the semi-soft keyboards.
No, my boy! Father help!
Hey Bandit, how you doing? Let's do a quick greet. Hi Nova, hi Bandit, hi Chopper. It's the good stuff. Hello, welcome in. And we have Wolfstorm, hello. We have Riz as well. Welcome in. Hello everybody. How you guys doing today? How was your week so far? I missed you guys yesterday. How you guys been doing?
Hope all are doing well.
Yes, very much so. I wish I had a second head.
Oh, Bandit.
Don't we all though? You wait, wait, what? Listen, Bandit, you're not allowed to do that. I don't want to laugh at those kinds of jokes. Listen. I feel like a bad person when I laugh at your jokes.
See, we're not laughing at the jokes.
We're laughing with
the jokes.
We're laughing with them. Oh no! Let me fix that for you. I'm gonna get that blurb alert for you in 2 seconds, okay? Blurb.
All
You already
you
lost.
people in the house,
No one
get up
needs to
and scream and
know.
shout. Say hey, hey, hey.
There we go. It was just a bit delayed. Okay. Alright. So, Hero, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Ooh, where to begin? Well, the thing that I always seem to start off with everyone is that I am a South African VTuber. I mainly play Destiny 2. However, I do a little bit of variety every now and again. Hopefully, like, bring in a different game at least once a week when I have the time. I am a engineering graduate. And I am currently studying as a final year game design student.
Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm currently studying to be a better mom. You can never stop improving. Yeah, exactly.
It's an eternal course.
It's an eternal course, yeah. Alright, so I actually would love to know, how did you first get into V streaming? VTuber streaming? VTuber streaming. Because, like, some people start out with, like, a camera. Some people start out with VTubers straight off. Some people start out without a camera and eventually decide, okay, well, there must be some sort of, interaction. Let me try VTubers. I want to know your story.
So I actually first tried streaming at the end of February in 2019, if you can believe that.
Okay.
I did start as sort of like just essentially playing games whilst streaming whilst I was playing games, because might as well see if I can make a buck whilst I was waiting.
Yeah.
As my folks would have said. And I kind of bounced on and off of Twitch, or like streaming and being on streaming and not streaming for basically until Comic-Con last year, depending on whether or not I had exams or whether I was motivated, etc, etc. And then, yeah, Comic-Con last year came up. I decided I was going to go again because I went in 2019 and it was fun. It would be a lot more enjoyable now that I knew a couple people.
Yeah.
And I honestly got really, really motivated by seeing so many creators and obviously being introduced to VTubing over the course of essentially 2022 is when I kind of like started to see it pop up because of TikTok and that kind of stuff. And well, VTubing is a lot less of a hassle than being presentable
Yeah, I feel you.
on a camera. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into it.
Okay, that's cool. So did you use a cam before? Sorry, I think I missed that.
I did use a camera beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you prefer the VTuber life, yes?
Very much so. Being a university student, you are typically not well organized in your living space or on your person.
Yeah, I feel you.
Kind of,
I think that's everyone, if I'm being honest.
You sort of like you come back from classes for the day and you're absolutely up. So it's kind of like
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then also about your VTuber avatar, tell me quickly, is there a VTuber model that you're working with, or that you're working towards, or are you very happy like with your current model? Because I know that a lot of VTubers are always like expanding and always evolving their VTubers.
Oh no, this is not one that I'm particularly happy with. This was a very quick put together from Vroid. I thought Vroid would be a little bit more customizable, honestly. It's decent. I mean, it represents how I look fairly well, except for the hair. The hair is a lot longer and more wavy than I normally would be. But yeah, I am actually currently working towards having a live 2D model instead. I kind of made a base for it before I started university in start of February this year. I just need to kind of get it rigged and do a whole bunch of more work on it. I don't really know when I'm actually going to get the time to do so.
Yeah. I'm actually quite happy with mine. The only thing is, you know, obviously the hands. If I could get like a VTuber that could like turn her head a little bit better and the eye tracking was a little bit better. And then also if I could nod without my whole body bouncing, that would be great. But otherwise, like and this is just a standard like little free customizable, you know, model. So I was really happy with what I got. And I'm obviously very, very new to this, but like I understand that rigging models, creating the models is very, very hard. But for those that are like new to VTuber streaming and just want to try it out, there's a bunch of stuff that you can pre-install. I currently use VStudio, and I have VRoid as well to like start building stuff, but I don't like the textures of that at all. I want to look more cartoon-like, you know? But there's a lot of stuff that you could get for free just to trial out, and all you need is the, you know, the VStudio app, the software, and then a customizable model and a webcam, and it does everything for you, to be honest.
Yep.
So it's a lot simpler than people think. Also, hi, I'm sorry I'm super late to your reply, but hello. But yeah, like it's a lot simpler than people think, and I think that a lot of people are very scared. I've always actually wanted to try, you know, V streaming, VStudio, VTuber, fucking brain, VTuber streaming, and I always thought of it as like super complex, and I don't know, it's a lot simpler than people think. So if you're scared of doing it because you think it's gonna be super complicated, it's really not. You should really just give it a try.
Because I think at one stage, maybe when I have like a month or so to myself, I might actually attempt to make myself a bit of a 3D model, because I can do that thanks to uni. Thank you for teaching me Blender. Yeah, might give that a shot if I feel very brave or very bored, one of the two.
I think that you should do it. I think that you are more than capable, so I think it'll go well. Okay, next question is, where do you see yourself in like the next year? Like, what kind of accomplishments and milestones do you have for the next year?
Graduate university, finally, again. With any luck, I'm setting a high goal for myself. Be employed by this time next year. There's a couple of stream goals, kind of. Like, I would really like to get to 500 followers on Twitch. That'd be really cool, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of try to take things on a general, like, come as they go thing without thinking too far ahead. Generally, because if I think too far ahead, I'm not really going to be able to, you know, remain calm.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. It's like when employers are like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's like, I'm just thinking about surviving till tomorrow, bruh. Yep.
Yeah, so essentially, like, the main thing I would like to achieve by this time next year is to somewhat be financially independent, essentially.
I need a mod in the chat. Give me a second. There we go. Go do it. I'm gonna do the real camera for a second so you guys can pay attention. Go follow him. Guy. Okay. Donkey. Wait, I have to scroll to the other one. Shit, fuck. There we go. Okay. Anyway. Alright. So, another question that I wanted to ask you is, what was the most difficult thing about your VTuber journey? Specifically to do with your VTuber stuff.
Most difficult. Specifically for the VTuber, I think it was kind of like going from... Well, actually, it was mainly to start talking a lot more, narrating a lot more, instead of relying on whatever expressions I was making with my face. Because I am actually very introverted as a person, and with that comes with being quite quiet and not super vocal. So yeah, it was kind of a case of, okay, you can't really just sit back and just enjoy the game and maybe have a comment every now and again. You actually have to make a lot more noise. Instead of like maybe being able to have a funny expression every now and then.
I think that's why I'm currently like only doing 1 day a week for VTubing, because with Diablo, I figured out that like a lot of people watch Diablo purely for like the sound a lot of the time. So they're okay if you're like drilling and focused, and you know that like the Diablo 3 crowd, for example, would just sit there, 20, 30 people just watching me grind and just listening to like the button smashing and everything. And then it was okay for me to use a VTuber and kind of be quiet. And I think that's why like I haven't really taken it to the next level, because I don't know how to be that VTuber yet that I can be all of the entertainment without the expression. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I am definitely, I know myself well enough that I am not the entertainment, and unfortunately for stuff like Destiny, you kind of need reactions to keep that entertaining, or some very decent topic, or some very entertaining friends.
Yeah. We have a Diablo fan in the chat. Alright, I want to know, what kind of games do you usually stream?
So I am actually finding myself to be hooked into anything with a very good narrative.
Okay.
I mean, I will repeat this many, many times, and my apologies to the chat. Destiny 2 has gripped me since I picked it up about, what was it, like 6 years now? 7 years now? Something like that. And because of how it's been structured, the narrative flows out basically like every week, and then there's a massive story once a year. So it actually kind of keeps you hooked quite well. And then there's games like Hellblade or Horizon Zero Dawn or God of War that are very much basically classified as hack and slash or survival games, but they have a very ingrained narrative that you can get invested into, which I find very, very enjoyable.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. If you could have any game right now, regardless of money, what would it be?
Ooh. I think if I was going to knock one off of the wish list, I think I would knock off Elden Ring.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've
It's an
seen.
expensive one.
Oh, dude. my ex-brother-in-law was pretty much like hooked on Elden Ring and got everything to do with it. Yo. Oh shit, fuck. I'm gonna try to say your name, and if I butcher it, you don't have to speak to me ever again if you wish, okay? Janique? Oh, fuck. Hello.
I would say Janique ZA.
Janique. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Mommy, you gorgeous goddess of a beauty queen. Your lovely son, Mad Hatter, has returned. Huh? I know a Mad Hatter. I'm not sure if you're the same Mad Hatter. Bruh, my friggin' Twitch thingy. You know, like you can check like OBS, your chat, but then your dashboard, it's like stuck. Oh, Mad Hatter Games. I was like, the Mad Hatter I know. I don't think they would change their name because I quite like their name, and it was just Mad Hatter. But hello, welcome back. How are you?
Hello.
Okay. Hi. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid again, Janique. So cute. I figured today we would do VTuber interviewing VTuber kind of vibes. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I took a little 2 to 3 month break. You know what? Sometimes that's needed, you know? If you're not like actively working on Twitch, you know, you should be able to like take a break, and it could be really, really good for you. So I'm proud of you actually for taking that break. Love the Star Wars lo-fi you play in the background. Are you a Star Wars fan? Yeah. The biggest fan. The biggest fan. Do you actually I can find the Star Wars track for you. Let me get this playlist. It's a Spotify playlist. Here you guys go. Thank you so much for the look. Don't worry, it's okay. No, listen, don't apologize for that. Listen, that's however many viewers you rated with is like, let's say 2 viewers. That's 2 viewers more than what I had. So thank you so much. Every single raid always matters. Never feel like you can't raid somebody because of your numbers, because those are still people that weren't in that chat prior. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm so grateful. You would never. Oh gosh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sometimes that's even more viewers than I have.
Auntie is Star Wars fan enough to have an epic ringtone of her singing it. Sorry, what now? No, listen, those are alerts. I wasn't singing it. That's just me being all chibi and humming the song, okay? Like, for example, if somebody were to subscribe right now, you could hear that for the cheap price of 33 rand. How much is a sub in South Africa? Hold on, wait.
Yeah, it's about like 33 rand, 15.
33 rand.
Listen. And another one.
Hey, the good stuff. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm listening. Rito shot first, Nani. It was needed? No, I feel you, dude. If you need to get away, you should get away. It's an awesome ringtone. Is it the alert one? Because I don't ever remember singing the Star Wars theme song to you, bruh. I don't do singing.
There's a
not me.
karaoke night coming to you.
Oh, dude. I was actually thinking about that. I
That's
used to be
my
so
boy.
like nervous
No,
about
my
singing,
boy!
but my voice
Father
is
help!
degraded. Like it's gone back. It's gone down like a lot over the years. So I was like, why don't I just do like karaoke for memes, and I can do like the chibi voice singing all kinds of songs. It's you singing the Imperial March. So what you're telling me is it's my sub alert, and if anybody was interested in subbing right now, you could hear that alert. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Just saying. Just putting that out there. Hi, Headmaster. How you doing today, dude? I think I missed you on Tuesday. How have you been? Alright.
Hey, this weekend.
Is the person in the background real?
Apparently no.
let me actually show you. I'm gonna show you. So my partner sits there. He's not here currently. He went to go and open the door for the people that are coming to fix the gate. So they're gonna be like grinding on the gate now, as you can hear, if you don't hear it already. So he usually sits there. So yes, that person was real. But what I actually want to do is I want to get like a video loop of my empty seat and him there just doing his own thing. And then I want to loop the feed back and have that as my VTuber's background. That's what I actually want to do. But anyway, enough about me. This is not about me. Hero.
Yes.
Have you ever dealt with bullying, and if so, how did you deal with it?
Yes. So back in sort of like this, when was this? This was probably about grade 9 of high school. So basically throughout school, I kind of like drifted between friend groups. It wasn't like there wasn't like animosity between anyone. It was just sort of like a case of like as a kid, like, oh, I was really having fun here. I was really having fun here. I was really having fun with these people. Until high school, when we obviously got a influx of new people, so sort of like friend groups altered, and puberty does stupid things.
Yeah.
So I became significantly more introverted than I think I had been as a kid. And there was a couple new kids in the friend group that I had sort of like moved with from prep school. And essentially what kind of started to happen is that they became a lot more sort of macho-esque, I guess you could say. And it sort of started to become a thing of like, oh, well, we've all done these very stupid things or very ridiculous things that kind of count as an initiation. So you need to do one too. It's like, no, fuck you. I've known you since grade naught. That is not happening.
Yep.
No, I care too much about my health and safety, and quite frankly, whatever school consequences might not be super savory to me, but it would probably become a lot worse at home, so we're not doing that. So kind of eventually, whilst I would still hang out with them, I was kind of blatantly ignored, essentially, until eventually, like, I think at one stage, well, they actually did this twice. One time I found them, the second time I did not decide to go look for them. I was basically ditched. They changed wherever they hung out, and I was alone. So eventually I kind of like wandered off to another sort of like group that I was quite friendly with, and they are still my friends to this day.
Nice, dude. I'm probably friends with like, I don't know, 2 people from back in school, and even then I didn't really like hang out with them. So, and I get the whole getting picked on thing. I get the whole getting, excuse me, I've got hiccups, getting ditched thing. Wait, I'm gonna pause that conversation for a second. Shanique says, how do you stop your partner's voice from coming into your stream? So typically, oh my gosh. Sorry. I can't stop hiccuping. Okay. I've got this. I'm gonna talk. It's fine. I got it. Wait. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. So usually, he doesn't really speak during my streams, but I've also got a noise gate, which allows how much sound from. Let's say there's an area of sound around your microphone. So the gain is gonna help you. How much of that area and sound is going to be able to be taken in from your microphone, if that makes sense. I'm horrible at explaining this stuff, but that's basically it. So you're just going to, go to your microphone settings and just say advanced settings, and then go to filters. And usually like noise suppression and compression is going to help you with that as well. Also, if I speak, she gives me a hiding. That's a lie. He gives me the hidings. If that happens again, TV on Discord and we can talk. Yes, agreed. Same with me, please.
No, thankfully now, I mean, the one unfortunate thing is that sort of the majority of that friend group has basically moved away. I mean, there's a couple of them who have basically gone down to the coast in South Africa. A lot of them, actually, how many of them? About 3 of them have gone off to either the UK or to the Netherlands. And there's a couple of them who are still in Joburg, but sort of like either are still studying or are now fully employed. So kind of like, unfortunately, getting to see them, it doesn't happen very often, but thankfully we've built up a friendship where it's like, oh yeah, I haven't seen you for like 6 months, but we can have a chat, and it's basically like nothing's happened.
Oh, I'm just reading here. Wow. Hitmaster's not the same. For OBS, you use different sound. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Listen, I'm not gonna use that method because my partner like already deals with my nuke bomb level farts, okay? And sometimes they're silent. and then it just sneaks up on him. So I'm not gonna do that to him, because as you can see in the background, we're usually in a very small room together. And I feel like I torture him enough. So I'm not gonna try that one, but but it sounds like a pretty soundproof pretty sound method of testing your audio, except for an OBS. Even my own friends sort of bullied me for fun, and I sort of couldn't take it anymore, so I left that group to find another. Yeah, so it took me, I feel like it takes us like a really long time to understand what we're worth and what kind of friendships we really deserve. I'm fine with banter, don't get me wrong. One of my other friendships is like based on just fucking like insulting each other and going in on each other, you know? But at the same time, like, as time went on, I was like, you know, there's gonna be times where like I don't want that. And it became like every interaction was a dig or an insult. And for a lot of those days, I just wasn't in the right headspace to handle it. And I was just like, can you just not be an asshole for like 5 fucking minutes? And yeah, if those people, they luckily, like, they respected my boundary on that. They understood completely. They understood that I was having a bad day and that I don't always need a banter conversation, you know? And I feel like, and this is not just like for me, but for everyone, I feel like if your friends can understand that and respect that, then you have the right kind of friends. And if you don't, you're probably better off without them.
Yeah, very much so.
Me giving out my secrets for free. Try a fart. If you hear it, turn it down a bit. Listen, all I have to do. And that's how I make sure you guys don't hear me fart.
We just hear Solden choking in the background. We know what happened.
Yep, M gets it. Mike Moot. I have hotkeys on my numpad because I don't use my numpad, so I have those as my hotkeys. Minus is mute, plus is unmute. Each one of my numpads is like a different thing. Look at this.
You've just activated.
Yeah. See, and then the extra ones, like the interview doesn't really have like a hotkey yet, though.
I should really set up hotkeys.
It helps a lot. But yeah, like those are my hotkeys. They help me a lot, and like a lot of. I even have like a mini stream deck actually. I have a mini Elgato stream deck, but I don't use it because I'm so used to like my own numpad being my, you know, my hotkeys thing. So, but I do want to actually. I'm gonna be like doing a whole review on that. So
nice. And the
It's
only
like
piece
controls
of
of-
like let's say additional stream tech that I have is the stream assistant from Daddy Cool. That's about it.
yeah. Hi Stitch. Hi.
Hello.
Cute bean. G-Max.
And G-Max.
Hi. When am I interviewing you, G-Max? How you doing? Imagine
How
posting
you
about it and
doing?
leaking an OnlyFans feet pics. Damn, free stuff, man. Here? What? Where? I wanna go there. Okay, sorry, we're getting so off track. Maybe this is why structured questions are necessary.
A little.
Okay. Yes, all the love in the chat, please. All right. So, next question. Next question. Excuse me. How... Nope, that wasn't my question. Give me 2 seconds, I'm buffering. Oh god. Okay, so do you consider streaming a hobby, or would you like to make it a career one day?
Oh, I mean, I would definitely enjoy making it a career, I think. I mean, I think now I've learned a lot of the creativity that would be required for it. But I understand the reality that it, at least not for a very, very long time, and not without a ungodly amount of effort, would actually be a viable income generating career.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the meantime, it's gonna be a hobby and maybe like a little extra pocket money kind of thing once every 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the meantime, I'm focusing a career on game design and game development more than streaming.
Okay. I get that. I like when you told me that you were like, you know, into game development and stuff. I was like, oh, that's so cool. What are some names that you would like to work with in the future with regards to that?
I would love to go and work at Bungie.
Okay.
My love for Destiny is too strong.
Yeah.
I kind of actually I'm really enjoying Horizon Zero Dawn, so I would like to go and work at Guerrilla if that's possible.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I think maybe Insomniac, because their Spider-Man games have been really well received. That's about it from that side. And yeah, I don't actually really know, because apart from basically personally blacklisting Activision Blizzard for their sexual harassment stuff that came out a couple years ago, I don't really have too many not obligations, basically restrictions as to where I would like to go. It's more of a case of I don't really want to do any mobile games.
Okay.
And apart from that, probably not like sports games, because sports games seem really redundant to me.
Yeah, so no, like everybody has like their own opinions. There are people who cannot for the life of themselves understand shooter games, but then will love things like FIFA. And then for me, it's the opposite. Like I don't enjoy FIFA or mobile games either. It just doesn't stimulate me properly. So, yeah, no, I completely understand you. It's also, I guess, it also depends on whether the person's a fan of what's in the game in the first place, right? So like I'm not a soccer fan or a football fan or whatever. So it makes sense to me that I'm not going to be interested in those games. So I get you.
Yeah. And then sort of like, I mean, like Free Lives in South Africa has made several games that I typically wouldn't have really even considered. But they've made such fantastic products that you can't really not enjoy it.
I get you. Okay. Next up, if you were to develop a game, right? What game would it be? Like, what's your ultimate game that you would want to create one day? Or is that something that you want to like keep behind closed doors so you can protect the idea?
The thing is that every game, you can't really take on a massive project by yourself. It's just like the unfortunate thing. It's just
No, I
like
get that, but if you had like an unlimited team, but you were like the ideas behind it.
Yeah, my brain can't think that big.
That's okay.
I'm currently just enjoying making the game that I'm doing for my final project.
Yeah.
Provided it gets picked to continue next term. Is basically if you took God of War and Hades and mashed them together, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's a 3D hack and slash roguelike dungeon delver kind of a thing. So basically, like if you get plopped in, you make your way through a maze and kill all the monsters, and basically get to do that again and again, with the maze being different every time.
Yeah. Okay. That actually sounds pretty cool. Okay. So I know I asked you like what your favorite okay, well, I didn't really ask you. Your favorite game is obviously gonna be Destiny, right? Right. So I don't know that much about Destiny, but if Destiny came up to you right now and offered you a job, are you qualified to do the job, and would you take it? Like the game developers for Destiny. If they were working on a new game that was similar.
They actually are. I think, honestly, because of the timing, I would have to tell them no. because if I don't have the qualification like completed on paper,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to then say, okay, cool. If I have to leave this, company for whatever reason, if it's relocation, if the project doesn't interest me enough, if there was budget cuts, etc., etc., do I then have the qualification on hand with the experience to jump to a different studio, to a different title, or something like that, without significant delay because someone else has the qualification that I don't?
Solden is saying here, dibs on first better key.
Yes, don't worry. I will hopefully be
Hi, Apothecary.
an itch page to have that game freely for people to try out whilst I'm
There you
working on it.
go. Nice. Hi, Apothecary.
Yeah,
How you
he's the-
doing, dude? Welcome in.
Hello.
All right. Next question. Question. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfy in my chair. Now, this is gonna be straying a little bit away from content, or not content creation, but straying away from VTubing and stuff. Number one, what is your favorite food in the whole world? If you could eat it every day, what would it be?
Pizzas.
Pizzas. You have to be more
pizzas.
specific. Which one?
Oh god. See, that's the thing. Something constantly the entire time. No matter
You know
how
what?
good
No,
it is.
you know what? You're probably right. You are right. You're allowed variety. Pizzas is fair enough. Okay. Now, what is your ultimate? This is tips and tricks for all streamers and gamers out there. What is your ultimate favorite snack to snack on while you're gaming?
See, here's the problem. If I wanted to get a snack, it would be sort of like, there's sort of like a Woolworths soy trail mix kind of thing that I really, really enjoyed. Or there's also like I think there's like a barbecue nut mix kind of thing that is really, really nice. But the thing is that unless I decided to become very well trained in chopsticks, I don't have stuff to like wipe my fingers off the entire time.
Oh, dude, please let me teach you how to use chopsticks.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to use them. It's just like the sort of like offhand thing feels a little bit strange. Actually, what I actually should do is buy myself a pair of like plastic chopsticks instead of like settling with some wooden stuff from a restaurant.
Settling, sir, you blaspheming in the stream right now. Listen to me. Listen. I'm gonna convert you today. You can have your very own custom wooden chopsticks. Wood is just, it's better. It just is. I don't know why. It just is. But you do get chopsticks that have like a handle at the top for people who struggle to use them. So it just keeps them together, that's all. I can send you a picture because one of my gifts came with that set of chopsticks because I don't think they knew that I knew how to use chopsticks. But now I'm gonna give it to my kid so that he can learn how to use chopsticks.
I was just thinking in the case of like cleaning them, I'm terrible with dishes.
Oh, they're super easy to clean. No. It's like two arms holding the chopsticks together, basically. Like,
No, I
like
was talking about actual like wooden chopsticks, like the cheap restaurant ones. Like
Oh!
no.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
maybe like.
in that case, I used to actually have like a big ass bag. I got it for like super cheap. A big ass bag of disposable chopsticks, and that lasted me like 2 years. That was nice. But I must say, it's a lot nicer now to be a little bit more cultured and have actual wooden varnished chopsticks.
See, that I can get behind.
You can get free chopsticks at Spa. Why spend money? It's varnished. Ooh. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
I need to check my local spa.
Yeah, I have a spa nearby. I was there today. I'm like, oh, ooh, I like that information. Is taking notes. All right, so for you, it would be, just for confirmation, what would your snack of choice be? Well, whilst some intense gaming.
It's going to be some sort of trail mix, sort of
Okay.
like
muesli?
cashews and.
Would you ever snack on muesli, like the mixed assorted muesli?
No, that's too bland for me. I'm sort of thinking of more on the lines of sort of like cashews and nuts and sort of like the little starch chip kind of things.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. And then a drink of choice in the morning.
So
If you don't say coffee, I'm gonna cry.
Here's the thing. I was very anti-coffee for a long time, and then a friend of me introduced to mochaccino, so coffee and chocolate.
Coffee and chocolate. Oh, that's a very good choice. That's a really, really good choice, actually. I'm proud of you. What the hell? Oh my gosh. That's such a good choice. Okay, listen, if you guys haven't tried some mochachinos yet, do it. If you ever come to me, just ask me for one of those. I will make that shit for you. I promise. Okay? Double whiskey and lemonade for breakfast? Chom? Yo?
Like,
Okay, you know
a
what? I don't
Southern
judge. I don't
Comfort
judge. I don't
and
judge.
Ginger ale is nice, but like later.
Like malva pudding for breakfast. Listen,
That's acceptable.
my whiskey that I put in the malva pudding, it's not the same. It's not the same. It cooks out, okay? It boils out. It's not exactly whiskey. I'm lying. It's pretty potent, but it's still yummy as shit. Excuse me. Just before I gotta deal with the kids, you know what? Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Never mind. Joking, obviously. Pleading the Fifth Amendment. No, listen here. I understand. I get it. Okay, I'm a mom. I understand.
You gotta be a little merry in the morning, and coffee doesn't always do.
Oh no, I love my coffee. All right, and then what is your afternoon drink of choice?
See, I am unfortunately poor, a student, so mostly it's water.
Okay.
But a nice Hansa or a Windhoek.
Ooh, yeah. And then which Windhoek do you prefer?
I think Windhoek Draft is. I believe Windhoek Draft is a type. It's either Windhoek Draft or Windhoek Dry or Windhoek Gold.
Ten
maybe,
bees
as well.
here. Oh wait,
I
10
don't know.
bees. How you doing, friend? Water is prime. Facts. Facts. And then, what is your favorite evening time drink? And then I'm gonna ask you one more drink question, and then we'll move on.
I'm gonna go based off classifications of like strength of drink. My mom kind of introduced me to this because I was being given harder liquor for my 21st, and that didn't work out very well because I'm not much of a drinker.
Yeah.
Sort of like on that classification, probably like a Southern Comfort and ginger ale.
Okay. For me, would you like to know? It's not even about me.
Yes.
So in the mornings, it's always coffee. Every time. Doesn't matter if it's summer or winter, it's coffee. The answer is always going to be coffee. For afternoons, I like to either make an iced coffee or I'll have, well, okay, so this is only recent. So I really like sparkling water, but I only buy it for myself, like when I'm trying to spoil myself. And Solden found that out. And now he gets like 6 packs of 2 liters of sparkling water every month. So I sip on that during the day. And then in the evenings, I usually like to have tea. And yeah. I'm a distinguished gentleman.
A distinguished lady.
Distinguished lady. I hope that you're doing well, Tempies. So Tembies, when you gonna stream? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Or at least YouTube videos. Come on, man. You throw it. I miss your face. Come on. Okay, anyway. Alright, so that was the thing. What's the last question that I wanted to ask you was, I don't know if I actually asked you this already. What's your favorite gaming drink? Like, something to sip on and hydrate with while you're gaming.
I'm very boring.
If it's water, that's fine.
It's
that's
water.
Fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not an energy drink kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if a energy drink place approached you, would you consider hearing them out for like sponsorships and stuff?
It would be a very difficult conversation because, like, I know Red Bull does stuff. It does a lot of very cool stuff. I know there's Slayer Rage as well. That's popped up in South Africa.
Yeah.
And they're they're both very, very cool companies. It's just unfortunately a case of like, hey, could I be sponsored by you whilst not
actually
your
drinking
product?
it? I'm sure that they wouldn't mind that at all.
We'll see. Because I think they're both very, very cool.
You could
and do a lot
pop
of
an
very-
energy drink and then just hand it to your friend. Take the picture and then give it to your friend. Or you could make it your own. You could be like, hero gives the next person a Red Bull or a Slayer or whatever, you know. And you could like kind of sort of feature a streamer on every one where you go, you're like, today I'm giving, let's use me for example, today I'm giving a Red Bull to Mama. Or whatever the fuck, you know.
Yeah.
You could make your own spin-off on it, you know. Of course, you'd need like the other person's consent, who you're going to be giving it to, so that you can make the post and tag them, or even if they wanted to be tagged, you know. But still, like, there's a lot of different ways that you can work with brands, even if you can't consume such things, you know. There are still other people that you know that might like it, and then kind of do it that way, you know. Brands might even be more for that because you're actually involving another person.
That could be interesting.
So another question that I have for you. I'm sorry, I'm a glutton, so I want to know what your favorite dessert is.
Oh, there's so many good ones. See, I genuinely am a sucker for a good Melva pudding. Melva pudding is to die for.
Okay, you're not still in Pretoria, are you?
I am Joburg.
Ah, shit, fuck. Next time you're in Pretoria, let me know, and then I'll try to make you a Melva pudding beforehand. Because I literally, we just finished our last piece of Melva that I made last night.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, we like made it, and then we fucking gobbled that shit up.
And then, sort of like, if it's not a Melva pudding, genuinely, if it's like a chocolate cake or chocolate brownie.
The moist ones.
Oh yes, like the chocolate volcano puddings.
Oh. I don't think I've ever made one of those. I'm not so much like a cakey person because I don't have like any electric stuff, so it's hard for me and my little noodle arms to make the icing. So I don't make cakes too often, but I like making puddings. And when I get an electric mixer, it's over for everybody on the cooking applications. Like it's over for you guys. I'm gonna be posting videos left, right, front, and center.
Gonna put Teddy out of business.
No. I could never do that. You don't understand how good that frickin' woman's cooking is. Holy shit. Like, oh, I'm so proud. Okay. Now we're gonna shift a little bit more back towards the, VTubing and streaming in the career. What are the platforms that people can usually find you on? Actually, no. I'm gonna ask that question last so people can go look it up if they need to. But are there any other kinds of content that you put out other than Twitch? So, whether it's Instagram or whatever, what kind of content do you put out there other than Twitch? Even if it's clips from Twitch.
So, kind of the issue of being a small streamer and a full-time student is that you don't really have the time to make clips, etc.
Yeah, I get you.
sometime. So there is like a little bit on a TikTok of mine, not much. I do have sort of like the main social pages, which is every now and again sort of like announcements or dumb stuff on Twitter every now and again. Being
Yeah.
maybe a little too horny on main, but it's fine. I do have a YouTube as well. It's probably going to get filled a little bit more now with some basically like game portfolio stuff,
Yeah.
which will be very useful in the future. Maybe some people will enjoy it for other reasons as well.
Yeah.
And apart from that, the only other place where you kind of see me every now and again is basically when I'm running my university streaming club. So yeah, sort of like at the moment, all I really do is run the stream when there's our Poet Society's events. So yeah, if you want to tune in to see some people being creative and vulnerable, it's an interesting time.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, and then do you plan on putting out more content on more platforms? And if you do, what kind of content is it? Is it action-based? Is it comedic-based?
It would definitely, I definitely would like to, and I think it would be a little bit of a mix between the two, because every now and again there are some very fun plays and very interesting plays, but not super often. So maybe like once every 3 months there might be like a highlight action play.
Yeah.
If I get around to doing stuff like that. It would probably also be somewhere in the same vein of consistency when it comes to comedy stuff, maybe a bit more like once a month if I'm lucky. Yeah, it's sort of, I would definitely like to. It just takes, unfortunately, a lot more time than I have available to me.
Yeah, no, I get that. I understand that completely. Okay. On the days where you're like not streaming and not at university, what do you do in your off time? Like, what do you do to relax?
What are those kind of days? Honestly, I do just enjoy gaming on my own, in my own time as well. It's not sort of like I decided to do it for the sake of streaming.
Yeah.
I kind of grew up gaming, even though I didn't really think of it in that way, because I'd never had like basically the free reign to do so in the house. But yeah, otherwise it's sort of like watching YouTube videos. I'm a big fan of Critical Role and D&D.
Oh, yes.
Very excited for Honor Among Thieves. Go watch that sometime. And otherwise I'm a big Marvel fan. So MCU, big avid MCU watcher every now and again when I can. I'm very, very behind. So yeah, sort of like TV shows, movies, that kind of stuff.
Okay, another question. Do you watch Supernatural? And if not, what are you doing with your life?
No, because I wasn't aware of it for a very, very long time. I mean, how long did that show go on for? Something close to 20 years or something?
Yeah, no, it's been around since I was a kid. Like, since, it's been around a while. I grew up watching it.
Yeah, so I am currently 25 going on 26, so I probably wasn't aware of it. I actually wasn't really aware of it until I left home. So even then, it didn't seem like a massive thing for me to get into.
Yeah.
I am quite well corrected at this stage, thanks to the internet. But yeah, it's one of those things of like, hey, do you have the time and the means to like openly watch it without essentially compromising something else at the moment?
Yeah, I get you.
It's on the watch list, trust me. It will.
Okay,
It at least will be.
Good. As long as it's there, because I remember that I watched it up until like season 11 or 12, and then I stopped for like a really long time. because I just didn't have access to it. And then recently, you know, I discovered, oh, we have Prime, it's on Prime, let's go watch it. And then I realized that Solden hadn't watched anything past season 2, so we rewatched it from the beginning. And now he is so invested in this freaking show that his editing ideas are coming from Supernatural as well, which is really, really cool.
Nice.
So we're really excited to like get on that. And now I'm at the point where like I can't remember what happens next, so I can never remember if I watched an episode or not. So every time is like my first now, where we are now. So it's been very riveting, very interesting and scary, because I recently, I'm not going to say anything further, but so there's a new show coming out, and it's basically about Sam and Dean when they were kids, you know. So, and I saw something, and I feel like I spoiled something for myself, and now I have this fear and dread happening for like the end of the show, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Very good, very good. Oh, well.
But you have to watch it, please, and let me know when you do start. But yeah.
Absolutely. I'll keep you in tabs with that. I did at least, I think the most recent show that I binged through was Rick and Morty. I was very glad to have gotten through that, finally. Yeah.
I still haven't finished it. I'm on like season 4 or 5. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't remember. But anyway. Okay. Are there any collaborations that you would like to do with any either organizations or streamers?
Oh, I mean, there's definitely a couple South African Destiny streamers that I'd like to actually collab with. Apothecary being one of them, just to get them to jam together for a little bit.
Do you hear that, Apothecary? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I'd love to jam alongside with Rusty and Keita as well.
Yes.
Yes.
You should ask them. Ask them. They're so nice. We've bride with them. They've come to my house. They're so nice.
I know. I invited them out to something, or I invited you to it as well. A couple of months ago. I think they were just unavailable for.
Oh yeah, they were.
It was D&D day.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Listening, I suggested it. Oh, why are you making me look like stupid? How dare you, hero? Now I feel bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Apothecary.
Yeah, it's partly my fault as well, because I'm very bad at reaching out to anyone at all.
So when are you available for a collab?
I probably after the Easter weekend, because, you know, final week of university submissions next week.
Hey, Apothecary, when are you available? The fucking eyebrows on this VTuber. They're so cute. No, man. Listen, I'm trying to make things happen, bruh. I'm trying to make things happen. But then, what about organizations? Who would you like to work with in the future?
Orgs? I mean, I sort of like, there's a little bit going on with Middle State, which is really nice, because they got me to, well, they asked me to come and do Gift of the Gamers with them.
Yes.
Hopefully there's more stuff.
Oh, there'll
the
definitely
way.
be more stuff. And if you, and listen, Middle State is the kind of place where, like, if they're doing something charity related, they could use all hands on deck. So even if they don't send you a personal invite, you message them if you see another thing like that happening them. And you tell them, listen, I want to help wherever I can. Can I please get the details and also participate in this? So they're very open to, like, all hands on deck kind of mentality, you know?
I actually found out that I'm like 5 minutes away from the offices, so it's really,
I'm so
really
jelly.
cool.
I'm so jelly. I'm only gonna go there when they launch, like, the other part of the office. But, yeah, I'm pretty excited to go see. And then that'll be my first visit, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
Nice.
We don't need to co-stream. I will feature. Need to get my light/power up. Eh? What?
Yeah.
Okay, you understood that.
He needs to go and grind
Oh, okay.
his equipment.
Okay. Got you. Okay. I'm glad you understood. I was like, eh? Oh? Okay.
I just need like the home improvements.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh? Okay. Do you know of any, this is gonna be a very weird question, but I've always been interested, and you probably know more about this than I do. But do you know any VTubers that ever do reviews, like product reviews on YouTube?
I actually don't. It's kind of the weird part of being a VTuber is that I mean, for the vast majority, it's a very difficult thing to explain, because there's the VTubers who got into it by essentially this is a very difficult word to say. Caricaturing themselves into a character beyond what they are.
Yeah.
So they have sort of like an anonymity in both physicality and personality to a degree. And then obviously sort of like the rest of us who are gremlins who don't want to be presentable or have personal security things that we want to remain anonymous.
Yeah.
Sort of, but then beyond that, it's kind of difficult to review something without physically using it or presenting it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely stuff that's sort of like, it's probably there, but I don't think it typically fits into the brand of VTubers.
I get you. Apothecary says Grant Hines used to play D1. Solden plays as well, doesn't he? He does. Well, he used to. The thing is, for me, is I've never really gotten into playing Destiny, but I had, like, one of my best friends is extremely into Destiny, and every time something happened in the story, he would tell me. He told me when Cade, I'm just gonna say that for those that, you know, I don't want to do anything, spoil anything, but, like, I know the whole freaking storyline, but, like, I don't know anything really about the gameplay or what you need to do or what you need to grind for. But also, Lane, thank you so much for the positive messages. That was really appreciated. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. What was I saying just now? Oh yeah. So I know this one VTuber. Like, she doesn't hide her face or anything, but she has like this really, really complicated rig set up where she has like a bodysuit on and and like facial recognition.
Yeah,
you know, the kind that you used to make games. I think you know which one I'm talking about. Yes,
Miko,
yes.
yeah.
I would think that it would be possible, probably a bit expensive, but possible for her to do product reviews. And I was wondering if that would be possible, because all she would need to do is program the product into her software. More or less.
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably would be possible. It's kind of... So if there's different kinds of products. So if you're talking about sort of like tech stuff or software,
What the fuck?
to a point.
No, sorry. I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying that to somebody in the chat. Hello. This is what, mommy. Sorry. Mommy. Sorry. Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Sorry. As you were, continue. Sorry, I was very, very sidetracked and like just.
All good.
Hui.
But sort of like physical stuff, it depends. Well, no, Code Miko is, or at least her engineer, is a very good modeler. So probably to model physical renditions of products probably isn't too difficult of a thing.
The thing is, you say that, but I've seen her, and I don't know, maybe she's working on this with an engineer, but I've seen her working on the bottle in different variations of it. So it's possible that she either has a team or somebody that she does it with, but it's like, I've always wondered, I don't know, man, I've always wondered if like a VTuber could do that, and if they could, would they take the opportunity, or is it too much resources?
Well, as far as I understand Code Miko's story is that, she calls her IRL Persona the engineer, and then Codemeco is.
That's
model.
cool. That's really cool.
As I understand, she operates as like an independent developer. Is that at least that's part of her what she shared? And yeah, sort of like over several years, she's been developing this essentially like metaverse.
It's extremely impressive. I think that if she gets the opportunity to do things like that, I think that she could. Because I feel like she could probably make like a buck or two, you know, from like doing one of these featured streams where she has a product in her stream that she can interact with. I mean, she has interactable objects in her stream already that she can work with. So I think it would be super freaking cool to see like a VTuber of not even that just that stature, but a VTuber that is able to do something like that. Even I feel like Kaizu has the right idea. Kaizu's done very similar stuff where like when he did something with Red Bull, for example, where he had the video and he edited, you know, the Red Bull in his hand, and that was super cool. I like that. I think that's very creative. And it wasn't a review, obviously, but I feel like there's a lot of potential for this kind of stuff. What's Hero's opinion on the metaverse and its practicality?
So Zuckerberg's metaverse, I have no idea. All I know about it is that it's probably a lot more of a cash grab than it's actually worth it. If we're sort of going into more of a case of sort of like VR chat or looking more towards sort of like a Ready Player One situation, it actually has applications and it's being used already. I know in the engineering field that we basically have virtual meeting rooms or virtual simulations of model designs and stuff, where basically instead of having a bunch of people meet in the same warehouse, you could have someone in Germany and someone in the US and someone in Japan all look at the same thing in real time as a full 3D model, and they can sort of like take it apart without anything actually being physically taken apart, to just like sort of check designs and stuff like that.
I have absolutely no idea what the metaverse is, so I'm not even gonna comment on that. So I've heard it here and there, but like I've never actually looked into it, so I would not know. I apologize, chat. Okay.
It's some sort of it's basically a mix between VR and real estate.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. It is cool, right? Like not cool.
The technology is cool. Its use is not.
Okay, its use is not cool, chat. I don't know enough about this, so I can't say that it is cool. Okay. Ooh, let's hear his opinion on AI.
Okay, there's a significant set of opinions on there, and it depends on where it's being used. So let's say there's AI as in automated learning systems. As sort of like your basically your automatons or free technological citizens, as some of them have developed to the point of basically like the true artificial intelligence, or the pseudo artificial intelligences that there are currently that can move throughout the world. Very interesting. Quite a bit far off from anything we need to be really concerned about, I hope. If you're talking about the AI art stuff, it's very interesting. It's probably actually a lot more useful as sort of like referencing and idea generation. Its use as commercial income is kind of scummy. It's very scummy. So if you're using AI art to make a buck, no, what you're doing, stop it.
Yeah.
It's very bad. Then
what about people who are using AI art for themselves? Like for example, if I wanted to turn my the little cartoony logo of me with the wings and stuff, what if I wanted to make that into realism, for example?
Oh, that's perfectly acceptable because
Yeah.
you're not. Well, whilst it is drawing art from different sources to basically collage a new image,
Yeah.
you then aren't using that as a commercial resource afterwards. You don't make money off of that image.
I
So
don't?
that's.
You're
I
telling
would
me I
assume
paid
so.
$80 for my logo for commercial use for nothing?
No, I'm saying the AI generation.
Okay. Okay.
And then there's the stuff like ChatGPT, which is actually something that I've been encouraged to use in my course because it's a
Yeah.
lot. It's basically like a very quick shorthand means of elaborating on ideas and doing like some
Yeah.
research for a specific task.
Yeah. And I actually want to just let the chat know that you guys can. We only have about, let's say, 40 minutes left of the stream. So it is at this point that you guys can ask questions. So thank you, Apothecary, for starting that. If you guys have any if you have any questions for Hero that you specifically want to know, please feel free to ask that. If there's something that you've been wanting to know about VTubers, if there's something you want to know about him, please feel free to ask. If your question, if you obviously have the right to deny to answer a question if it's not to your liking, that's perfectly fine. If you're uncomfortable with answering that, but chat, if you want, you can. Oh, and then I've already asked you this question about your favorite colors. Chat, Hero's favorite colors are red and blue.
Yeah.
Is there like a specific red and blue that you like?
Not really, I think. I mean, honestly, I think the darker the better for me. I don't know why. I just
No,
don't
I get you.
like,
I get
I
you.
don't like bright colors on me. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work. Like.
So I guess it's
feel
it's a good thing that we didn't use this one, huh?
No, it's fine. It would have been fine.
I'm trying to I'm doing redoing my overlays and stuff, and Solden is like, pick a color palette and I will do some things for you. Now the thing is, I like pastel colors when it comes to like the interview stuff, but when it comes to like things like this, see the colors that I've used for this, I like darker colors. But obviously darker colors aren't really always gonna pop, so that's where I need to like compromise.
Yeah. I'm gonna share this, and I'm still a little ashamed of it. My mom and sister, for like a birthday or something, got me a very bright pale yellow jersey,
Ooh.
little sweatshirt, and I was just like,
I appreciate it, but this looks disgusting.
Yep. I get you.
so yeah, it was a nice.
Apothecary. Apothecary has a question here. What's your favorite class in Destiny, and why is it a Titan?
You do realize that you are. No. No, sir. I am a hunter all the way. Unfortunately, you will never get me to move over to Titan. If, and only if, because I prefer dodging instead of having to put up a barricade to reload.
Stitch is asking, if money wasn't a problem, where in the world would you want to live?
So there's a couple places, honestly. There's a part of me who wants to go sort of to Ireland, because that's where at least my mother's side of the family originates. Until a couple of years ago, would have been the States, but no.
I just stole some of my partner's water.
I think Australia might be actually quite nice, surprisingly
Okay.
enough, because it's
You okay with spiders?
Let's just say I am aware enough that the majority of Australia would kill me. But I think it's a similar enough climate So where I wouldn't have to acclimatize as much as like going over to Europe or somewhere.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. Okay. Titan lovers or crayon lovers change my mind, and then Apothecary goes, bring the carry-ons, let's munch.
It is a part. It's like an internal joke in the community that's actually just gone beyond it.
Crayons! I know the joke. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions that you would like to ask? I'm also gonna think of questions now while we're here. Who's your favorite local content creator? Top 3. Please don't say me, because this is I've had people that have like said me because they felt obligated, and I don't want that. So
Well, definitely Bumfluffsky has to be sort of like on the top of that list. Beyond that, I actually do enjoy Rusty's like his ginger difficulty setting content. I'm really enjoying that at the moment.
Yeah.
Sure. Sort of like the thing is that unfortunately, I don't really have any South African creators outside of sort of like Instagram or Twitter that I seriously keep up with. Sort of like in the YouTube or Twitch side. Sometimes I sort of like pop someone on and lurk just because it's nice to hear someone. Oh wait, then actually I should say number 3 is Gamagachi, because Gamma is
Here we go.
a ball of energy and a gremlin.
Oh yes, dude, absolutely. Okay, so the creators that we had were Bumfluffsky, Brain,
Rusty
hello.
Pie Lover.
Yes, there we go, Rusty.
And
Yeah, so
Gamagachi.
Bumfluffsky, Rusty, Pie Lover, and Gamagachi. Let me actually grab Gamma's spelling for her thingamabobs. Gamagachi.
That's very interesting.
I'm just gonna
Very
grab her
interesting
name
spelling.
here. Hello? Why aren't you doing the things? Hello? There we go. Copy. And then I'm just gonna paste there for her spelling. Okay. And then also, who are your favorites, top 3 favorite non-local streamers?
Non-local, I'm gonna go on creators actually, just because I'm sorry, Twitch in chat. I don't watch Twitch very much. Just
I get
because
you.
I enjoy the edited highlight kind of stuff, the YouTube. So I'm going to exclude Critical Role because they're too big on this side, I think.
No, they're not too big.
Okay, so Critical Role is top, very much so. I kind of blazed through their first 2 campaigns when I eventually rocked up onto them. Yeah, Apothecary, you're very, very right there. As the Cross is another one. He's basically one of the main Destiny creators. And the most entertaining one, at least for me, is Jez. Basically, if anyone knows who Jez is, he's also a Destiny content creator.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Sorry, my browser is like broken.
And Sylvan saying favorite memory of Zavala, because RIP Mr. Reddick. I think I'm actually going to say the one that sticks out to me the most are the 2 times that he got like really, really mad. So back in Red War on Titan, and as well now in Witch Queen. Those are my favorite memories of Zavala.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking up the names here. So I can get the right spelling for everyone to go look up in chats.
These are the droids you're looking for.
And then also Rusty Is it Rusty Pie Lover? Rusty the Pie Lover? Rusty Pie
Rusty
Lover.
Pie Lover.
I don't know why I
So-
said the. There we go.
Yeah.
No! Lover! Rrr. One R. R. God. Lover. Okay.
Lol.
Okay, what kind of music do you find that you like the most?
Oh, I'm gonna get crucified. I'm kind of like a pop person, honestly. Basically, whatever, most of the time, whatever Highfelt or 947 plays is usually what I'm listening to. So basically, like the top hits that's going on is usually what I'm listening to. I'm
Just
a big
listen
fan
to the
of
radio.
like, I know, pleb.
No, it's not. I feel like I'm not being old right. Like I'm not acting my age the right way.
Well, I basically grew up just listening to 947.
Oh no, don't get me
What's
wrong.
going on?
I used to listen to OFM growing up, but I think that's also why I don't listen to the radio anymore. So yeah, for me that was it. That was what made me not listen.
Yes, but then sort of like I'm a big fan of like George Ezra and Imagine Dragons and sort of like that realm of music.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Stitch is
all.
asking, what is the best show and movie you have ever watched? That's hard to like
Honestly?
narrow down, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, I still say like best one I've ever watched was probably Endgame. Endgame was probably like the best movie that I've watched. I know that's probably not the greatest answer to have, but I do really, really enjoy Endgame. Also, I think Martian was a very, very good movie. The best show? That's a difficult one. I think at the moment, Arcane, just because of how fantastic they made their animations. I think maybe in a story sense, I actually really enjoyed there's an animated show on Netflix called Kipo and the Era of Wonder Beasts or something like that. That was a really, really enjoyable show for me.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Is OFM as dry as the Free State? Yes. Yes. Please trust me, I grew up in Bloemfontein. It's just as fucking dry. Jesus. Sorry, but like, oh, okay. Anyway. So we don't listen to OFM in this household, okay? 5FM maybe. I like 5FM. 5FM is dope. Yeah. Okay. Let's check here. We got OFM when we traveled to Cape Town and back. Oh lordy. Lordy.
Rough.
I can still remember every single fucking theme song throughout the ages. And all this little OFM advertisement. Oh, OFM. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. My next show for you is, do you watch anime, and which anime would you suggest? What was the first anime that you ever watched?
So if we want to, you know what, I will actually fight people on this. The first anime I watched was Avatar: The Last Airbender. I believe it classifies as anime.
It is.
So that was really, really enjoyable. And obviously then Legend of Korra came after that.
Yeah.
I was also into the Bakugan anime back when that was a thing. It was like cartoon animated and not whatever horrendous stuff they're doing now. And then sort of like more recently I got into My Hero Academia. I've watched a little bit of Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan is so good.
It really is. I need to go back and get back into it. I've watched. People are gonna judge me for this one. I've watched Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I don't think I've watched that, but I've seen a lot of memes about it. That's something that I would like to watch.
Yeah, it's fun. It's very.
So I'm gonna guess that like your general genre of anime is like kind of happy-ish.
Yeah, I think probably the most gritty, apart from Attack on Titan, was Rise of the Sword Hero, of the Shield Hero. That's a very good anime as well. If you enjoyed, what was it? Sword Art Online, but felt a little disappointed by how they delivered it. Rise of the Shield Hero is the one that you have to go and watch.
I have a friend that'll fight you because their ultimate favorite anime in the whole entire world is Sword Art Online.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Sword Art Online is an amazing anime.
Yeah.
I just think the concept got a little got missed, kind of.
I get you. Yeah. So, chat, would you like to know what kind of stuff I watch? Because I have some suggestions.
There's some spicy things on that list.
I mean, yeah, but like there's also really dark shit. Like I really like gory films and gory animes. So like the very first anime that I watched, oh lordy, was probably just Pokemon because that to me was anime. But
I mean, it is.
gory stuff, and I'm going like back in time right now because these are really old animes. Well, relatively old. Was Berserk. Berserk was really good. And Goblin Slayer was also really good to me. And Claymore was also brilliant. The original Sword Art Online is a classic. Welcome back, good stuff. How you doing today? Berserker. Let me just check. But no, I think it was just Berserk.
I think the goriest anime I've watched,
Yeah, it's just Berserk.
if it's classified as an anime, I'm not sure. It was Castlevania.
Let me actually grab the link for this manga for you guys. It's just the Wikipedia of it. And then I'm gonna put it in here. Berserk, chats. Berserk was... We actually mourned the death of the creator for Berserk recently, like a couple months ago, which was really sad. But no, Berserk is brilliant. Berserk is dark, and it's also like you don't expect it to go as dark as it did. Like it was dark, but it gets so fucking dark. Like it's like a slow burner, but it was really, really good as well. I really enjoyed Berserk. Castlevania is something that I've been wanting to watch. I've watched half of the first episode, and then I got interrupted.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like, the animation and the story, it's so gripping. Except for the final season. The final season got a bit mid. For like in the middle, but yeah, otherwise.
And Berserk was damn great. Amazing. The newer version was a little bit scuffy. Just because the art style changed a little bit from what we were used to. So obviously it's not gonna feel like Berserk at first. But it was damn great.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer. Yeah, I have to go back into Demon Slayer as well.
I just started watching Demon Slayer.
Ooh.
Yeah. What are some of the more older animes? I don't know. I know that I really enjoyed Claymore and Berserk and Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer is a little bit newer than like Berserk and Claymore. But yeah. You guys will love Bleach. So I know a lot about Bleach, but I know so much that I feel like it's spoiled for me. You know what I mean? I feel like I can't go and watch it now because I've heard so much and seen so much about it. That's how my brain works. But I am trying to like go and watch it. Back up
I've watched some of the
kahunas.
older Studio Ghibli animes as well.
Yeah.
Those are very good classics.
Yeah.
And depending on how far back you go into like Dragon Ball and stuff like that, you could be watching some very old anime as well.
I will definitely be watching Castlevania though, because I already started it, so, you know. Twitch is being very, very sus today. it seems like people are dropping off of Twitch and then re-entering, and like I see my side, I'm trying to like view some websites on Twitch as well, and it's just also just buffering and they're not loading. So I apologize, guys, if like the stream might be buffering for you, if the website is conking out. I do apologize for that, because I did see that our numbers would like drastically drop and then drastically rise and then drastically drop. So I apologize for that on behalf of Twitch. But to those of you that managed to stick around as well, I do thank you guys. We have about 25 minutes left. And I think we're going to spend this actually scouring Hero Creations Twitch page. Nervous laughter.
Mainly because whilst I've been quite well behaved in my vocabulary for this interview, they are going to be.
Are you kidding me, dude? You do not have to like bite your tongue with me when you do these interviews, please. Is that what you've been doing this whole time? No, man.
No, not really.
Man.
Not really. But I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna be. There's gonna be clips that I am cussing very strong in.
That's fine. Oh, my knees. Clips. Let's take a look here quickly.
Opinion on elitist Destiny players? I mean, if we're talking like Dato level elitist, it's fine. He understands how things are. I don't know, dude. Like, everyone can enjoy the game in whatever way they want to. If they're like actively trying to make things worse for the majority of the player base, then there's an issue. But I think a lot of people want to play Destiny in their own way, and it's fine.
Oh, I see. You don't have a lot of clips.
Yeah. Kind of the big issue.
Well, that's
No
okay.
editor
I have,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
I have. You'll see, if you like actually scour through all my clips on my page, like the majority of them are me making them. So every stream I go back and I have to like make clips. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. So I get it, and you don't have a lot of time to do it either. I'm gonna randomly click one here. You play so much Destiny, you could basically tell the lore in under an hour. Good points. Good points.
Mm-hmm.
Good
The
points.
problem is that even people who do sort of like broad overviews of the lore have to do it in over an hour, just because there's so damn much.
Yeah. I want to see if I can find a way for us to view this, but in a way that it's going to be able to show. So let me see here. We're going to go window capture. And then we're just going to do that.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is a good one, I think.
And we're just going to... Do you guys want me to cover me? I think we should cover me. I don't know how to do this. Surely this is fine. Just like here in the
I
middle.
think just then full screen the
Yes.
video clip
Yes.
should be fine.
Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look. This is with your old, your previous one.
Yeah. All
Okay.
of them were the previous one, I think.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, wait. I need to unmute this. Let me just also make sure that this is... Ugh, it's being a not nice. I had to like double check myself. You made me doubt myself about apothecary. Gosh. Okay, unmute. Alright. Let's take a look.
That white and blue. Come here, you stupid chicken.
No! I'm dead.
Say.
Come here, you stupid chicken!
Yep.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
It's like... Oh my god, hello? It's like when someone called somebody else a wet wipe one day on my stream and I just lost my mind. Just PJ? Okay. Hi, PJ. I used to watch a Destiny player
Oh, hello.
back when I could
How did-
afford to do that
How
times
did
and
you
wise,
do this
know?
to yourself?
And this just makes me nostalgic for their streams. I can never catch their streams anymore. Their name used to be Boss Joy. Their real name was Balon Lovejoy. Oh, What?
Wow.
What names, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, beautiful names. I am the curious.
Hmm. Yeah, Destiny has changed a lot of more. Jeez, my brain. Hmm.
Is it you lagging or me lagging?
Yeah, I get
Is
that.
it-
Which is
Uh,
kind of true.
I
You
have
know
no
what? The
idea.
problem is I was watching my own VOD in fast forward. No wonder you were talking so fast. I was like, wow, you're a lot faster on stream than on interview. I was being dumb? Dumb? Chicken sport of...
There's not really much more left to do content-wise other than just grinding.
Hmm.
Personally.
Pew.
Yeah, I get that. Which is
Get him.
kind of true.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Yeah!
Okay, yeah, those were explodey thrall.
Yeah, thankfully.
I'm very curious about this one, actually.
Yes.
I am the Lemon Lord.
Wait, oh, so you did like a duel. That's so cool. That's so cool. So basically, like, you just chopped off like the head part, and so people could see what you were doing, but you still. Oh, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
am
really
the
dope.
Lemon Lord.
Who told you to say that?
There
we go, hand banded.
Hand banded, yeah.
That was really dope. Sad that I missed this. When was this?
That
2
was
months
a
ago.
couple months ago, I think,
Yeah.
actually.
I'm sad now. Okay, where are we? Here we are. Hold on. I stopped playing at Forsaken. So I was.
Came back and that's gone. It was confusing. Lol. Yeah, that's what happens when we get a content vault.
A content vault?
Yeah, so basically what Bungie did is that in order to keep the size of the game down, they removed content and locations and stuff that basically wasn't really being used in the game. So yeah.
Why do you not seem so tall here? You seem much taller, like in the interview, than you are on stream.
Because I have put myself a lot lower in
No,
my
look
stream.
look at your face. It's rounder here. Yeah.
I do
You may
not
have
know.
it slightly smushed. I've been having this issue recently where I can't crop my camera, it just smushes me.
That might be what's happened. Interesting. Okay, getting less suspicious.
You see? Like it's a little bit rounder. But it doesn't look bad though, that's the thing. It doesn't look bad.
There we go.
Oh, I remember this. Oh gosh.
Damn. That's nice.
I got stuck in the game because like I progressed with the story but I didn't do enough side quests, so I wasn't leveled up enough to like be where I was. And I was stuck and there's no way out of it either. So like now I don't know what to do. So I just stopped playing and I've been putting it on the polls, but no one ever fucking votes for Horizon Zero Dawn, so I'm just like not getting back to it.
And well, thankfully there's fast travel in Horizon, but yeah, you do need to kind of like zoop over to low level areas then again.
Oh gosh. I'm stuck at that one place where like you have to fight that big ass fucking machine underground inside the cave. I don't know if you know
I
that.
don't think I'm there yet. I did
It's like a bunch of guards and stuff.
Oh no, I know where that is. Yeah. Mhm,
I'm stuck.
mhm, mhm.
I'm stuck. Like I can't do shit.
Yeah.
And I
No, that's
can't
a-
get out of there either. Just so depressing.
No, it's
Okay.
a rough spot to be in.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely. Let's take a panda over here.
Nope.
Nope.
That was
Nope.
that was actually a
fairly
one of
loud
my
scream.
better comedic clips.
Okay.
That's a clip for me to remember.
This is all like me when I run into something on a scary movie. Nope. Alright. Ooh, Fortnite.
A little bit of Fortnite as well, yeah.
Nice,
Kingsfall just got released, and some people are trying to be the first to two-man the raid. Oh my
I also
word.
use the camera. I think that was for my.
Look
that
how
for my
kawaii!
Okay, come on.
I see your like the
Victory!
CPNG
Mhm.
that you were using at the time.
Yeah.
I see that was
boy.
like inactive. So did you use the cam because that wasn't working at the time, or did you use it because it was a special? It was a birthday stream, so maybe that's why.
It was probably because it was a birthday stream. I put the camera back on. I think also at the time I hadn't found basically like I hadn't found software where it would be a little bit more active. And essentially, all it was really going to be doing is bobbing up and down for when I spoke. It wasn't. It was literally just a plain PNG.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have this one. Why are you muted? Hello? Oh, you're muted. Is that the club? Wait.
It's very possible that I was just muted. Oh no, wait, no, I don't think. Was I? No. Actually, I have no idea. It's very possible I was muted. I was muted on a stream recently for like an hour and no one told me.
Oh my god. That happened to me like on Tuesday where I was muted for like 10 fucking minutes and nobody said shit. And I was like, oh my god. Listen, you're not a streamer. You haven't streamed. You haven't really streamed unless you've sat there muted for like at least 10 minutes. Oh, here's another Fortnite one.
Yeah.
Tell us about your Destiny clan. You can do that while we're watching.
So yeah, I bounced. Basically, I joined a clan back in when it. I think the expansion at the time was Warmind. I joined a clan then. It sort of like makes the majority of the people that I am still in a clan with now. There he is. I eventually left that clan because there was some aggressively poor admins.
Getting 400 as well.
I was always really shitty.
Started,
Hey!
Continue.
Nice,
I
guys.
started a clan on my own, which didn't really take off, but then rejoined a bunch of like the friends that I made in the previous clan. And we are currently known as Unknown Elders.
Very successful night as
And yeah, we basically are somewhat of a chilled clan. It was sort of like the idea was to have a little community of friends and people who wanted to do stuff regularly in the game and wanted an accessible community. So it's like mainly South Africans. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 UK people as well. Essentially, it's sort of like a case of we don't really want to try and rely on the American servers to get like people to play with, just because that's a mission for time scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at least now with a bunch of us in a nice little clan server, it's actually quite enjoyable to have a bunch of essentially local people that are really chilled to game with and get our raids and our nightfalls and all the rest of that done.
Yeah, I've never been like brave enough to join a clan of any kind when it comes to games because I feel like I'm never ever really committed enough. Even when I was like playing COD, I'd never, you know, the clan tags we used to have like in Black Ops 3 and stuff, I never used to like join anything back then. Right when I joined a clan, it wasn't really a clan, it was more like just a group of friends. Then I stopped playing on my console because then I got my PC. So that was a big waste, and I just still haven't really like joined anything since then. But Artemis says here, Scuffed being part of it, Scuff be part of streamer life, which is true. It's true. Like you're gonna always have mishaps. I don't think there's anybody in existence who streams who hasn't had complications or issues on stream or muted mic, or it's a shared experience, a shared embarrassing experience. What's Solon's plan?
Scuffed PCs, scuffed looks.
He's in a dungeon right now, so he can't respond. but he will respond in a minute. He also needs to order us some nom noms after his dungeon.
I need to order some nom-noms too.
But I'm actually looking here. Ooh, God of War. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I think that might be one of the less interesting clips, though.
You kidding me? It's God of War. Anything is interesting.
There we go. Ah. I got a bird.
I still have not played this game. I watched my ex-husband play this game.
Ooh.
It was really, really cool. He
Ooh,
enjoyed it.
It's a really good game.
A boar, maybe? Not sure, but I'll find.
Such a good game.
Have fun, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
For a warrior to keep his skills sharp.
Yeah.
Wait till you run a dual setup. That is scuff on a hair trigger.
No, dude. No, that's. I'm a clever person, but that stuff has got too many things that will go
I
wrong.
feel like that's just beyond me. Like anybody who runs a dual PC setup, Cinder used to run one, Tendo's running one now. It's beyond me. I could never imagine. What else have we got here?
I think that's pretty much it. God of War, Fortnite, Destiny 2,
What is
Horizon.
this? Somebody made a clip of your starting student screen. I am the curious.
I don't think there should be.
Ooh,
anything-
here's a question for you. Is this what your setup looks like IRL?
Yeah, it does.
That's
It's
so
a
cool.
lot cleaner and a lot less populated by sort of Legos and books and stuff like that. But that is how my desk actually looks like in my flat. Yeah.
That's
So
super
that-
dope, actually.
I basically took a picture of my setup and then traced everything in Photoshop.
That's super creative, actually. I think I'm gonna do that because I've always wanted like a. I used to have like a starting soon screen where my camera was like behind me and you could see my setup, but it was all blurry. So that used to be a thing I used to do, but I might just do this and then maybe have sold and animated somehow. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
When I was jamming, I played with Dojo. Haven't played in years though, because it's expensive. It's very expensive. PlayStation games are now available on PC. Oh.
Yeah, Last of Us Part 1 released on Tuesday. On
Yeah, I
PC
saw.
now.
I got an advertisement for it today, and I was
And your
like,
wallet
but I'm
cried."
poor. But I'm poor.
Yeah.
I've seen so many friends play that game. I've watched like almost the entire damn playthrough of the games, and it's still one of the games that hasn't been spoiled for me. Like I still want to play that game.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to play it as well, because then after I've played it, I can go watch watch the series. Yeah.
I'm currently quickly looking for someone that we can raid. And I actually see that you are hosting Tato Beans. Would you like us to go and raid her? This is up to you.
Yes, please. Tato
Yes?
is a very lovely little.
I'm gonna call her a gremlin as well, and I don't think.
Oh, she is a gremlin. By trade. She's definitely a gremlin. Chats, if you've
the
ever dated
mines.
what Tato Beans is like, yeah, no, listen here. Twitch is so scuffed tonight. Holy shit. I'm trying to watch her stream and it's just pixel. I do apologize for that, chat. But however, if you guys ever doubted Tato Beans, she's exactly the way that she is on stream in real life. Even when she's texting you, like on WhatsApp, it's exactly the same. She's so adorable. I love her to bits. Oh, I almost typed this raid command in her chat. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay.
Whoop.
There we go. Play the Pink Panther song. Bruh. That was good timing, I'm not gonna lie to you. Tato Beans. Thank you so much for joining us on today's little adventures. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming to the interview and being willing to answer all my questions. I feel like I was a little bit less prepared today. because everything went to shit. Like, I was prepared and then I wasn't. It was
you're
horrible.
losing
I'm
your
losing everything,
questions
dude. That was such a shitstorm because there were some pretty like basic questions in there. But I don't think today went too badly, like question-wise, regardless of what happens. So I think it was a good chat. Is there
Maybe in a
anything that
couple
you want to
months.
say to anybody who wants to start VTubing?
Just do it. Find whatever software you think fits you or is like a very basic thing, even if it's just like... I mean, the first thing I did was honestly take a picture of myself, trace...
Just speed it up, we got like 10 seconds.
traced all my features onto Photoshop and made a PNG and just pop that up. That's
Boom.
such a good starting place.
Boom. Do it. All right. I love you, chat. Be safe, be kind. Remember to go check out Hero Creations. You can find him on my Twitter as well. And you can also click on his name in my title. I love you so much. Be good, be kind, always. And have an incredible Thursday night. Bye!
Bye.